representing the Rich Eisen Show at Media Day, now Media Night, opening night. The brilliant, the funny from Curb Your Enthusiasm, as well as so many other great TV shows and films. JB Smoove. Good to see you, JB.
Hey, I'm back, baby. Hey, three-time champion.
You are that?
Of Media Day. Oh, hey, it was great to be back again. Third consecutive year.
Yes, the ruckus created.
The ruckus created.
I love it.
Maintaining
the ruckus.
Maintaining the ruckus.
What's more difficult, creating the ruckus or maintaining the ruckus?
It has to be up. I got to uphold it, so it's very hard to maintain it. Number one, it's already hard enough to carry it around. You know, it's hard to go through a security checkpoint with it. It's hard packing all the ruckus. It's not an easy thing to carry around all the time.
You can't place the ruckus in one of those plastic bins, right? You have to.
Because you got to bring a certain amount of ounces. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't bring a whole tub of it. You got to separate it in smaller portions. They'll let you bring it on, but not all together in one big tub.
So I saw some of your work based on some of the tweets and Instagrams, et cetera, et cetera. Who's prettier, the real Tom Brady or the fake Tom Brady? That guy who walks around with that mask. That's freaky.
The real Tom Brady is above and beyond. This fake Tom Brady, his face is too big. His face is large, and he doesn't speak. His mouth is sealed up. He's just a big head. It's like a bobble. It's like a bobble.
NBA
Tom
Jam
Brady.
code.
Like a bobble.
Yeah.
More like a sex toy. Sex toy. I hate to go there, but I know it's early in the morning. But I gotta do what I gotta do.
Well, it's nighttime somewhere.
Don't blame me.
It's nighttime somewhere.
Mr. Messenger.
JB Smoove here on the Rich Eisen Show. Okay, so we have, I believe, our first piece of JB Smoove.
Let's get down.
NFL opening night work. I believe this is your exchange with one of the all-time great coaches, Bill Belichick, last night. Okay, let's check it out. Here we go.
Hey, Larry David made a quote. He says he's a big fan of yours. He told me to tell you hello.
Appreciate that.
Enthusiasm.
It's one of the greatest shows.
Oh, he loves you.
Greatest show on TV. I love what he does.
He loves you, man. He said that
hysterical.
he's a big fan. He would love to have you on the show.
I watched that, well, maybe not in season, but all season.
Yeah.
At least 2 a night.
He said he would love to have you on the show, but he's not sure if you would do a great job. I said, this guy's great. Dry humor is
do a cameo,
is a
sure.
plus. Do a cameo, please. And you're a tough cookie, man.
Yeah, tell him to call. Where's my agent? That guy just left here. But tell him to give me a call.
I'll tell him. You're a tough cookie, man. What cookie would that be? A ginger snap, a fig Newton, a vanilla wafer, a chocolate chip cookie?
Chocolate
Give me a
chip.
cookie.
Yeah,
chocolate chip all day, all day. I figured that all day. See that?
Nobody gets that much out of that guy. I'm telling you, that guy, he's a rock. He's like a stone. He's a stone face. You know what I'm saying? And I got that out of him. He talked over me and everything. And that guy never talks. He talked over me.
Now, let me ask you a question. I'm looking at my Chris Command Center right now. There's never Belichick crosstalk, ever.
Ever.
That's the first Belichick crosstalk in 13 years of doing the football-only thing I've ever heard. 14 Super Bowls.
Crosstalk. We had an ongoing dialogue there. We damn near good friends now. See that? I bring that out of people. We were going back and forth.
Now,
we could have talked all day about cookies. And I'm a cookie guy. I love cookies.
Chocolate chip was a kind of a surprise.
I was surprised. I thought he was old school and maybe he was more of a Fig Newton dude. You know what I mean? He just seems very figgy. Like a figgy guy kind of guy. But the Fig Newtons are very they are harder cookie to eat because you got the nougat, all the fig inside. You get in your teeth. You got to keep picking your teeth all the time. The figs get in your teeth.
Can't have it.
And they don't digest well, them Fig Newtons,
But LD is a Jet fan, though.
He's a big Jet fan.
He thinks, by the way, that he could be an offensive or defensive coordinator for the Jets today and call a play, and they score a touchdown or prevent Tom Brady from scoring one. You know that.
You know what?
JB?
Which would make an excellent idea. I would go in as receivers coach because I'm a former wide receiver myself. See the big hands. Would be great. I'll be receivers coach and let Larry do his thing. Why not? Larry, if you want to do it, I'm down to do it. Let's make it happen, baby.
So he's the OC. LD is the OC. JB is the wide receiver coach.
Wide receiver coach. I know routes. I know how to catch a ball. I know how to watch the ball into my hands, pulling the ball into my body.
Yes.
Tucking the ball away.
Attaboy. And you get the points of pressure
Touchdown,
on the
baby.
football. You don't fumble.
Yards after the catch.
Were you-
I'm a big yards after the catch kind of guy. You know, that's my main thing.
You're all about the yak?
I'm all about the yak.
What sort of receiver? Were you slot? Were you outside the numbers? Would you? Are you a possession guy? If I need a first down, what were you, JB?
I'm outside, but I love to go in motion. I love to go in motion. Motion was my thing. Going in motion was my thing. They say, ready, set. And I go in motion.
Yeah.
Oh, my little motion swagger was really something else, man. You know, I love going in motion, you know, changing the defense up a little bit, you know, and then I move over to the slot position.
So who else did you speak to last night?
Oh, man, it was crazy. I talked to everybody, man. When I tell you, I talked to Brady, of course, man.
We got that later on, right? We got
Freeman,
Brady later on. Okay.
We talked to so many cool players, man. I even talked to a bunch of players about the strip clubs in Atlanta. We got into everything. I'm telling you, we got into everything.
Well,
There's a whole lot of strip clubs out there.
Well, I've heard that there's a whole industry.
It's a whole industry built around the strip clubs of Atlanta. I mean, it's like the Disney World of strippers. You know what I mean? All kind of rides and stuff. You go in there, it's like a theme park. You know what I mean? All kind of rides, slides, that slide onto the stage with a pole. You know, it's crazy.
So you covered that, if you will,
I covered everything, brother.
with the Falcons.
With the Falcons. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Just to make sure they knew what they had at the disposal. You know, 'cause
Right.
people, a lot of these players, I had to ask them what's the best strip clubs in Atlanta outside. You know what I mean? And then I had to ask the Patriots the same thing because I told them that.
Well, because you're fair and balanced, JB.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
And while you're down in the 3-point stance or whatever, you should talk back and forth and have an ongoing dialogue about when you go to Atlanta and to visit as a Patriot, where to go to see the strippers. You know, you guys should talk to each other. I asked them what's the best strip clubs, you know, in Boston. You know what I mean? They were like, you know, do you guys even have a great strip club, or is the best one in Gronk's basement? You know what I mean?
So
I'm just trying to find out the information.
you're saying that if during Super Bowl 51,
Right.
okay, Fox, as you know, has got cameras everywhere.
Cameras
They've got
everywhere.
microphones everywhere.
Yeah, they're
You're
wired.
saying in one of those quiet pre-snap Super Bowl 51 moments, if we hear the word spearmint or rhino
Right.
or anything of that sort, we know that you've gotten through to these players and that
gotten
JB
through to
Smoove
them.
has been a complete and total factor in this
I
situation.
cover every base. I cover every base. See, I don't go in there as a traditional correspondent.
Yes.
I go in there to speak for the common man. The common man is here in the house, right? The common man. There's some things that you guys are not privy to and you don't care about. You know, that's real media there. I'm not real media. I'm a dude that's there representing the guy at home with his scratching his stomach. That guy, you know what I mean? I'm that guy. The microwave, the dude's throwing stuff in the microwave. You know what I mean? I'm that dude.
Yeah, you're all about the hot pockets.
I'm about the dude at home. The dude at home wants to know these things.
Sure, I understand. That's what we don't just choose who the Rich Eisen Show Media Day correspondent is.
You're damn right.
willy-nilly.
You don't bring me in here
No.
to do traditional stuff. You bring me in here to get dirty. You bring me in here to go down there to media day and damn near get thrown out. That's what you bring me here for, right? Okay? And there was a few times where the security guard grabbed my arm and I had to say, hey, man, don't do it right here in front of the cameras. A few times that happened. But I
And
shook it
plus-
off. I shook it off.
And plus, I mean, the man's been here now for his 10th Super Bowl. This has to be the first time Belichick's ever had the words Fig and Newton thrown at him in a sentence.
Of course.
Fantastic.
Of course. But I did not.
Ginger snap,
I did not
Miller
think
wafer.
the man was a chocolate chip guy. He just don't seem very chocolate chippy.
So on the show, when Irvin comes out, we're going to hook you guys up again. Remember last year you put on the Cam Newton Versace pants when
Hey,
Michael
man.
Irvin was here.
That was a killer.
That
was
was.
a killer.
Where are
And
those
and
pants
They fit
today?
great. And you see my receiver legs in those fitted pants.
Yes. They're pins. They're not legs. They were pins.
They were beautiful.
They were pins.
And they were so beautiful. They fit
And then
very nice.
And then I want to get into the Curb update.
We gotta
Well,
talk
don't-
about Curb,
That'll
man.
be we call that a tease because
It's a
you're
third
all
tease.
3 hours.
I'm all 3 hours, baby.
Okay.
Stretch me out a little bit.
We're going to do that. We're going to
Okay.
do that over all 3 hours right here on the Rich Eisen Show. 844-204-RICH is the number to dial. We're going to check on our poll question. Michael Irvin, Aeneas Williams, hour number 2. Warren Moon, Sean O'Hara, hour number 3. We've got the fans here, the Vince
fans
Lombardi
are here.
Trophy, and JB Smoove. We're going to send you out in the audience. in a
Oh,
second.
we're going to kick it. We're going to kick it.
We're going to kick it.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.